Hi, I'm Larry Lillefelt with Geothermal Eco Options, here today with Steve Johnson with Johnson Comfort Systems. We are going to be reviewing what geothermal energy consists of and how the geothermal energy that's existing in the ground right underneath your feet is brought into the house. I am with Geothermal Eco Options, which is a company that does geothermal loop installation and service. We would do the outside portions of this work where we would be more of the construction related. We would be putting plastic piping in the ground to transfer energy from the outdoor environment in to be utilized by the inside equipment. We would pass off to a professional like Steve Johnson, who would then take the equipment side and utilize that solution that flows through those pipes and brings it inside. Steve, take it from there.
Thank you, Larry. We're standing in the Lime Springs Fire Station / Community Center. This was constructed in 2003. We put a geothermal system in at the time. I think one of the biggest points at that time was the energy savings versus the conventional system that was on the table. Approximately $5,400 per year in energy saved just in this building. So, as Larry said, we concentrate on the inside work, and their organization concentrates on the outside work. And together, I feel we make a pretty good team. Okay, on the mezzanine, we have 5 geo units. 2 of them, the small white cubes you see on the left, make the hot water for the radiant floor heat system. The 2 vertical units, or taller units you see in the center, are the forced air heating and cooling geo units for the community center. And there's a 5th unit behind that ductwork that heats and cools the center portion of the building, which is offices and restrooms. The typical loop temperature is between 45 and 50 degrees. And we use that as a heat source to keep our refrigerant at a temperature where it can keep going through its changes from a liquid to a gas.
We are outside of the Lime Springs Community Center and Fire Station to help demonstrate where the geothermal vertical wells for this project are located. As you can see, it looks like a typical parking lot, and what we have is the configuration of wells underneath of this parking area. Those wells were put into the ground, and they can range from 150 to 300 feet deep. These are 300-foot deep wells, and once those wells are in the ground, they are connected with piping that takes it into the building, and these are all 5 feet under the ground to be below frost line. And as we go across, as you can see, we can utilize that space for other functions. Once those wells are in, it looks just like a typical parking lot, so it's a very good use of the space for this facility.
Hi, I'm Dan Gibbs. I am currently employed with Geothermal Eco Options. Again, we do all the outside loop field installations for geothermal systems. I've had the opportunity to work for a company both doing interior work and exterior work. The Lime Springs project in general is special to me. I'm a Lime Springs resident, currently on the fire department, so it's nice to see a project of this magnitude go through to benefit the community and its members. My current position is Technical Service Manager. That might entail from a day-to-day operations, anything from running a shovel, to running equipment, to servicing equipment, to dealing with customers, to a complete install of a geothermal system.
In efforts to attract candidates to this industry, we've developed a registered apprenticeship program. The renewable energy job that encompasses our registered apprenticeship program is something that we've established through the Department of Labor, and we worked with our local workforce development office to help them understand that in Northeast Iowa, as in many small communities, the small employers do not have the ability to isolate a job or define a job as truck driver or equipment operator or laborer. They are actually a combination of all of those different jobs. 70% of a home's energy demand comes from heating, cooling, and hot water. Geothermal provides for all of these. For every unit of energy needed to create geothermal energy, it produces 4 units of energy from the ground. making it one of the most efficient energy sources available. Geothermal can pay itself back in 4 to 7 years based upon the utility provider cost for electricity. This typically sees a customer enjoying up to 50% savings from their standard or current conventional system. The utility providers enjoy geothermal as well. They find that the efficiencies of geothermal help them in shaving peak demand in the summertime season, and also helps to provide demand in the wintertime by providing base load for heating. Renewable energy benefits from federal tax credits. This year, they are at 26%. In 2021, they will drop to 22%, and they're scheduled to sunset for 2022. Keeping these tax credits going will help not only the homeowner who's making decisions to put in a renewable energy source, but also those in the industry whose jobs depend upon those types of occupations. There are many local facilities that have geothermal heating and cooling that you may not be aware of. We have Prairie's Edge Nature Center at the Howard County Conservation Facility. We have Kessel Kids Child Care. We also have the Lime Springs Fire Department, which we visited earlier. We have the My Energy office here in Cresco, as well as the Cresco Bank and Trust facility. And some famous ones as well, like the Governor's Mansion at Terrace Hill in Des Moines.